Hi, welcome to Velocity. My name is Bengt Nilsson, and today we're going to look at how you as a project manager can find what other projects are also using your resources. So let's say you're a project manager, you're running a project, and the project exists in a portfolio where it's sharing resources with other projects. So the name of the project is 889 Customer KLM. Okay, so let's have a look at the project plan. So you have a nice little project plan. So we search for 889. Here we have it. So it looks like this. And you're all set to deliver on time. We can see you still have some buffer remaining. So you're in the yellow zone, things are looking good. But what you are worried about is these resources, like Klaus and Jörg and so forth. Do they have other things they also do that may interfere with working for you? Okay, so how can you find that out? Well, if you're in Velocity, it is very easy. So you go to Resources and you go to a page we call Bottleneck. Now here you can say select resources assigned in these projects. So you take your project 889, and what will happen now is that the tool will scan your resources and find what other tasks they have, and it will present the load in a table like this. So if we look 20 weeks ahead, we can see that during that time you have a resource called Peter, and in fact he's overloaded because he has 800 hours available for these 20 weeks and he is allocated to 912. So he's the most allocated resource and he's one of yours, because that is what you told the tool, was to look for your resources in your project and present them in a table like this. So Peter is most loaded, then comes Rob, Electric, and Anna, and Test System, and Franz, and Jörg, and Klaus, and so forth. So you have them listed now. So let's have a look at Peter. So we click on Peter, and what happens is that below we see all the projects that has a task where Peter is working. So we can open up. So here Peter is doing something, and we can see that it's quite critical work because it's yellow. Then Peter is doing something for 775. He's also doing something for 778. And then here we have your project, 889. And finally we have this one. So it means that all of a sudden we can see that Peter is in fact going to cause you problems, because just before he arrives at your place, first of all he's overloaded, so he may not be ready with his work that he's doing before he gets to your project. But not only that, he's also in conflict here just before he arrives at your project, where he has two different projects to work on. So what would be sensible here is to get these three project managers together and work out a solution, because we're only going to cause problems for each other if we don't solve this overload on Peter. Okay, fine. Let's look at the next one. So this is Rob, Electrical. So we can see here he's coming working for your project. You have a conflict with another project, but this one is green. So I think that you will have him first. Then before he arrives, this is a problem. He's doing a red task. So let's look at the full story. So he does something over here. Then there is a bit of a slack here for him. But the problem is that this one probably can't start earlier. There's something preventing it from starting earlier. and it's looked like it is going to cover when you predict you can start working on your. So here we have a real problem. You have a red resources that is in conflict with your own task. So I think that it's sensible to try to work out a solution between these two project managers. Okay, then we take Anna. Let's look at Anna. So here is where you need Anna. There is a conflict, and before there is a conflict. So also Anna is a bit of a problem, but this seems manageable because this one can probably wait. Here is a little bit of conflict, but not so worrying. Okay, test system. We have 3 test systems, so let's see how we can handle that. So what we have here is, over here we have your project. You're again conflict with 919, but the problem is that the test system is also used in these 3 projects. So what it looks like is that this one is going to have 1, this one is going to have the other one, and you're going to have the 3rd one, because it is better that this one waits till it's released by one of the others, and that this one waits until one of the predecessors are releasing the test system. So I think it is important here that you get confirmation that there will be a test system waiting when you need it. Okay, so we found 3 things that you need to cover. Let's see if there are any more. So Franz, what about him? Here you need him. There's no problem. There's lots of slack. So Franz will be ready definitely when you need him. And first of all, he does something for you that is green, so there's no problem. And then when he does the second task for you, there may be a little bit of a conflict, but I think Franz will do these 2 in sequence, so there's no problem with delaying the green one. Okay, Jörg. Yeah, I think this settles it. So I hope you thought this was helpful, and I hope you understand how you can use velocity to analyze this type of situations. I think these are the situations that are occurring constantly, and the problem in most environments is that you solve this at meetings, but then you don't have real data to base the decisions on. Here you have excellent data, and you can see the full picture. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.